I would sing at the top of my lungs in my bedroom with the windows wide open so that some talent scout was just going to be walking by.
Of course. The middle of downtown Hoffman Estate.
That's right. Yeah, in the middle of Schaumburg. And welcome to Life with the Cheri on Top. I am your host, Cheri Hagan, and today I am joined once again by my beautiful husband, Kevin. Hey, baby.
What's happening?
How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
What are we doing today?
Well, I want to talk about why I want to talk about this. So last week, I didn't have a chance to get a podcast out, and I feel really terribly guilty about that. So I apologize to everybody. I got super, super busy with real estate work again, which I am really happy about. But then a dear friend passed away, and that took up a lot of time, and I just kind of lost track of time.
It was a rough week. Yeah.
It was a rough week. So moving forward, I think because of my friend's passing, I want to, when somebody passes that you love and hold dear, you kind of reflect back, right?
Sure.
On your life and
a lot of things.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I want to talk about, what did you want to do when you were a kid? And like, what were your goals when you were a kid?
Oh, right? Boy, really?
Yeah, no, I really do. Because, you look back at your life, and I'm doing my goal right now, right? I'm doing both of them, as it turns out. I didn't know for sure that real estate was the thing, but I'm so happy doing it. And then obviously, I wanted to be on the radio, but this is the next best thing. So I wanted to be the less crude version of Howard Stern, right? Back in my day, it was Jonathan Brandmeier.
Sure.
Yeah. So, but I'm just curious, like, when you look back, like, what did you want to do when you grew up? What did you think you were going to be when you grew up?
No idea.
You didn't have any
clue? I had no clue. I did want to be, and this goes back to, I don't know, probably 7th grade, 8th grade, starting into high school. So 7th, 8th grade, maybe into high school, I wanted to be a stuntman.
Oh.
And I really wanted to. I was doing stupid stuff as a
oh my God, I can attest
already.
to that.
But really dumb stuff, like getting dragged across a field behind a bumper of station wagon, just for fun, and trying to catch up to a 15-mile-an-hour car on my bike, and then drop the bike and jump on the top of the roof of the car. And it was just crazy things. We drove down hills on our bikes we shouldn't have gone down, and we put up ramps as kids. And we all do that stuff, but ours was a little different. I tried to jump my car in my driveway with my bike. I did. I succeeded. The landing didn't go very well, but I was convinced that I was going to be, in movies as a stuntman doing something crazy. And, when you look at all that stuff, it's all, you just have to have, pardon my French, but you kind of have to have the balls to just do it.
Yeah.
But most of that stuff's pretty well protected. You're jumping off of a roof of a 12-story building, but it's into a huge, blown up cushion.
Yeah, right.
So it's just body control. And I had body control when I was diving. As a kid, I was a diver and swimmer. And so I had the body control to do all that stuff. And it was something I thought I'd really do well. But, not often you get the opportunity to get into that channel of business, No,
Evel Knievel was a thing when you were a kid.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
That was like the cool thing to do.
Yeah, I just, I had a motorcycle a very long time ago for a very short time because it was not good. It was dangerous for me. But as a kid, a lot of that was on a pedal bike, and, I just wanted to do different things that kids weren't doing on a pedal bike. And I think I accomplished a lot of that, but long story short, that's kind of where I was. And, I had no real career thoughts at the time. when you're a kid. It was, growing up where I grew up, it was just kind of, you didn't have that type of stuff in front of you. You didn't have those opportunities. So you kind of created them as I went and took what you got. And obviously I was successful in what I do. Luckily it's been through, just in sales, but I figured I was going to be a stuntman in a big movie and not live too long because just jumping, doing something wrong out of a helicopter, whatever.
Yeah. Okay. So I don't even remember ever saying this, but my parents would say that the first thing I ever told them I wanted to be was a garbage man. So I
thought for sure it'd be a singer. You did a lot of singing when you were a kid.
I did really want to be a singer.
And you still sing karaoke very well. So I would have thought that would be the first thing out of your mouth.
Yeah, no, I mean, as a small kid, for whatever reason, I said I wanted to be a garbage man. And singing was always a thing. It was actually always such a thing that there was a rule at the table that was in my house there's no singing at the table because I wouldn't shut up. You're 100% right about that. Singing was definitely my thing. And I used to, this is so ridiculous, but I'll share how stupid, I mean, this is how an 11-year-old mind works, right? So I would sing at the top of my lungs in my bedroom with the windows wide open so that some talent scout was just going to be walking by.
Of course. The middle of downtown Hoffman Estates.
That's right. Yeah. In the middle of Schaumburg and be like, oh my God, what is that voice? I must sign this person up. And I started taking voice lessons. She required, good Lord, she didn't require me to do anything. She asked me to try out for the Chicago Symphony Choir, which I did, and I made it.
Wow.
But I never did it
because
I wanted to be Pat Benatar.
I did not a stupid choir singer.
Yeah, I didn't want to be a choir singer.
Yeah.
So
sorry to all you choir singers.
Yeah, no. See, I mean, listen, it takes super talented people to do it.
Yeah.
And I had that talent. I don't anymore, guys. When you don't, your voice is an instrument. It really is. And if you don't keep up with it, I smoked for however long I smoked. And Jesus, how long did I smoke? 14 to 30. So 16 years. I smoked for 16 years. And then I really didn't sing every day anymore as an adult. You sing in the car, but you're not fine tuning your voice that way. So while I can still carry a tune, I can't sing like I used to be able to sing. Yeah. Which is a real shame because I loved it.
Yeah.
So those dreams didn't come true. You're not a stunt man and I'm not a famous singer.
Neither in movies. And yeah.
Thanks to you, I am pursuing kind of both my loves, right? Because I love real estate and I love doing this podcast. I just got another letter today, by the way. So thank you to that person for sending a letter and saying that they've been listening and they love it and they're recommending it to everybody. So thank you so very much.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Please hit the subscribe button while I've got you, because that's really important. It doesn't cost you anything. It just makes you aware of the next episode. Are you doing what you thought you'd be doing, like I guess maybe as a younger adult in your 20s?
Yeah, I think so. Pretty much at that point I was, I hadn't had any other education than working at service, regular school, obviously, blah, blah, blah. I didn't take a specific business course or tax course for being at service at that point. Service merchandise, for those of you who are younger, to look it up. It was, I felt that was really my career path at that point.
Yeah. Well, it was.
Yeah. And it was good. It was a great one.
Yeah.
It was a great company. I was already at a good level, trying to make another level into like a district manager situation for them, but a business. So I think at that point, I knew I was in sales in some way. I didn't think I'd be in the business I'm in today with incentives. And, this is a very interesting industry that not many people get or understand or even know it exists. So I like that part too.
I know. Yeah. And you are literally like the king of the industry. That's what I call you in my head.
You're the only one, but thank you.
That's not true. Everybody knows you in that industry.
Well, I've been around for 38 years.
Yeah, no, I know.
It's been a long haul.
I mean, I've been doing real estate for 12 years and not everybody knows me.
That's 20, it's 25 years still to go.
I'm just saying.
But yeah, I get it. It's a small industry. We have a lot of competitors, but they're friends, and we're all after the same thing. We're all have different brands. It's just it's a unique industry. You're competitive, but you're friendly, and you see these guys and gals every couple of months at shows, and it's just you're going to see people.
So, okay, so you're the vice president of sales, for those who don't know that, for a company called Incentive Concepts, and it's an awesome company to work for. And I say that because sometimes I fill in for different events.
You do, for not sometimes, many times you have.
So do you know, like, is there anything that you've wanted to do or?
Yeah. Interestingly enough, as you keep talking about that, I keep thinking back, and I wanted to be a pilot at one point.
Really?
Yeah. And I think it came from, traveling a lot for work, and, and then I'm like, well, what a great gig that would be.
Well, you could be an honorary pilot, like just from all the traveling that you do.
The miles I've put on. They made a movie out of me somewhere. It was, the guy looked just like me too.
Yeah. No, he didn't.
But yeah, I mean, I kind of wanted to do that because we like to travel.
Yeah.
I don't mind traveling, but when it's like traveling the way I do now, it's like, okay, you get up at 4:00 to get somewhere by 8 to start work it's just constant, and I'm not saying that pilots aren't constantly moving, and it's not an easy job by any means.
Right.
But I knew a couple pilots who lived in the area many years ago, and it was a great gig. You take the family with you when you can. There's a lot of standby bullshit, but but then you're only paying taxes to get to where it's just, you can go anywhere, and just I thought that would be a really cool career, and never pursued it, obviously.
I don't think we've ever talked about that before.
It's always something that I thought about, and then it's like, well, that's just dumb. I mean, you can't.
It's not dumb.
A lot of people come out of the military, and they've got experience, and I didn't have that. It's not like, and some people have, but I'm not the guy who's going to sit in front of a TV and play a simulator for 27 hours a day. There's not 27 hours in a day, but play for 27 hours a day trying to, become a pilot. But people can do that. I don't.
Yeah, you're too much of a people person. Not that. Listen, okay, you've definitely have the focus for that, and you definitely have the eyesight for it, because it annoys me to no end that he's going to be 60 this year and he still doesn't have to wear glasses. I mean, it's good for him, but it's annoying to me.
Yeah, well, my head's so huge you can't fit a pair of glasses. So
stop it.
It's really good for me.
Oh my God. That's why they make contacts.
Those of you know me. No, that's true. Okay, go ahead.
That's why they make contacts. Anyway, so okay, pilot. That's interesting to me. See, I'm doing what I want to do.
I think at one point I wanted to. Everybody at service, when I would get on make an announcement for somebody to go to a particular department, or we're closing or whatever, and people are like, "That's such a great voice. You should be on radio." You and I talked about this when we first started dating and stuff, even 12, 15 years ago. Being kind of a voiceover or doing commercials or something, I always thought that would be and that's something you could do on the side, I think, even if career today. But I keep looking at that online, and there's so much. There's a lot of these classes, and I'm kind of done with classes at my age. Put that much of an effort into it.
Oh, see now, okay, that leads me to my next question, and you've already answered it, which is like, what's holding you back from doing the things that you want to do?
Well, I'm too old to be a pilot.
Well,
now.
Yes, that's true.
Way too old to be a stuntman. And
Yes.
I've already gotten, knee replacements, and I'm waiting on a hip replacement. So that's not going to, that's a stuntman for who knows who, but that wouldn't work. But yeah, I don't know. I could still maybe look into voice stuff, but.
You totally should.
Yeah.
You have such a good voice.
I thank you.
But
appreciate it.
But people, stop it. Now you're like trying to talk quietly.
Kind of sexy, isn't it? Sorry.
Oh my God.
How did this go all to me? This is all it's about.
Well, because I'm already doing what I want to do. Right?
Didn't you had no other thoughts? This is, you wanted to be on the radio and a realtor all of your life.
Well, no, I didn't know that I
singing.
wanted to be a realtor.
Yeah.
I thought, we've talked about this in a different episode where I wanted to be a veterinarian and then I wanted to do this and then I wanted to do that. And I call it, I was just a hot mess. But my friend Amanda said, it's a life well lived. And I love that.
Mm-hmm.
So thank
Good
you, Amanda.
statement.
Yeah. I was like, oh, I much prefer that than hot mess, which is the way I think of it.
It's probably good.
But yeah, doing this makes me, it fulfills my void in what I really wanted to do, which was radio.
Okay.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, I'm like so happy. I'm probably the happiest I've ever been in my entire life.
Well, you look happy. See?
Why are you talking like this?
Because I'm close to the mic. I feel like you're yelling and I'm trying not to yell.
I'm not yelling. This is my voice.
No. This is mine.
Oh, stop.
Okay. Sorry. No, I think that's great. For me to go into voiceovers or commercials or something, that's not a void I have. It's not like something I feel like I need to do to fulfill my life, Okay. I love what I'm doing. It takes up you know the time it takes the job I do is it's weekend. There's not a lot of time left over for anything, even podcast. But I make time for what is necessary to do,
Oh my God. Okay. Just for the record, this does not take up a very long time for him.
It doesn't.
Right.
I come in, I do this, and I walk out, and you do the rest.
A voiceover thing is not something you want to pursue because you have to go to classes.
Does that sound bad? You make it sound bad.
It does.
It's not. Well, kind of. Yeah.
Well, you don't have a lot of time. I'll give you that.
When do I do that? Football's over, so I guess I could do it on Sundays now. Because that's all we spend our Sundays usually.
Oh my God. That's actually a discussion too.
It can be a different.
Football is a religion around our house.
Yes.
For NFL football. And I'm so sad that next week is the Super Bowl. And then I'm without football again till September. All right. Well,
I'll look into it.
Oh, you heard it here, folks.
I promise you.
He will look into it. All right. Well, that's all I can hope for, I guess. All right. So thanks everybody for joining us. If you'd like to comment on this or any other show, you can do so by going to the website, Life with a Cheri on Top, and Cheri is spelled Cheri, or you can always email me at lifewithacheriontop@gmail.com.
Chase your dreams, people.
Chase your dreams. It'll make you happier. Talk to you soon. Bye.